I'm Dr. Praween. I take care of Cradle in Delhi. Yeah. So, as we all know, in a group, there are few people who are self-motivated and there are others who needs motivation every now and then. And in period of crisis, it is a check of individuality rather than the system. So I feel we had got challenges from individuals. Even at self level, we had our families having their own propositions. Since I had a childbirth just before lockdown, so even my family has apprehensions. But since I lead the herd, I have to lead by example. It is all about commitment and responsibilities as well. Taking precautions is the base of whole corona crisis, and that's what we have been doing, and that's what we have been fighting it very bravely till now. On to the staff front, because of the mobility challenges, because of the restrictions at border, there has been challenges where what we have done is, we have given them support, we have given them commute and other measures where they could have made it to the work. If things have not been there that feasible, that time around we have tried to make things on alternate day basis as thin manpower as possible. We have kept no OPDs, only emergencies. We have just been doing deliveries. We have not been enthusiastic about doing cases, rather we have been enthusiastic about ensuring the maternal deliveries are happening. Because that's why the government has allowed us to run. And since we are a non-COVID center, we have been very clear that since the deliveries will happen and we are a busy center, so most of the parents tend to do quite a number of deliveries. So we ensured measures for the staff, for the doctors, for the patients, for the overall cleanliness, or overall measures which has to be taken. And I think that has yielded us the current what we have been up and running. And those challenges did come, but grossly I think we didn't have that big of a challenge in terms of staff. We ensure all the staff is using protective measures. All the cleaning and other protocols are happening. For example, in OPDs, for that sake, if there is a OPD happening whole day for even few hours a day, and patients keep coming, as obstetric is a sort of semi-emergency and every patient is an emergency in that case. So we ensure the timely cleaning after the patient moves out. For babies, we use the protective measures after each baby. For example, the gloves, the protective sheets, and other thing. The staff has been given gadgets to be self-protected. So I think these makes things easier, and then end of the day what we are finding today after 16 days, those are the only measures that can be done to safeguard self and others. So we have been doing that, and that's what has to be done. Luckily, with my 2-3 years experience at this Apollo as well, the management knows the work style and they have been confident about my way of working, and we have got fullest of support. As I told you, we have spent in lakhs to ensure our safety and protection of our staff, and nowhere we have faced any hurdle. Because right now we are open to suggestions, we are open to inputs, and Apollo per se is a group of which always believes in people, and they have been completely supportive, and that has made our life easy. That's why the confidence you might come across my staff and you'll get that confidence. So we have not compromised on that, and the senior management has supported us on that for us, for sure. Being a lead of the herd here, 2 and 3 centers which I take care of in Delhi, even that 5-member family is a smaller unit of that, and obviously my responsibilities is likewise both the sides, not to just to show that it is. I've taken measures at home as well. First of all, family has been supportive, my wife has been supportive, and luckily we had the blessing of our parents being with us, who has supported during this time. That's nothing better than that, because as we know, the help outs and support system at home has also been stopped as a safety measure. So we used to do things like while coming to work, we used to ensure minimal contacts to surroundings, and after work, while returning, we used to literally change all our clothes, go take bath, and then enter the house. Wait for a while before touching the kids and other thing, had a cup of coffee, maybe half an hour later, then I used to get in touch with them. And in every day, till date, in last 60 days, I go home, change all my clothing, every day that one set goes for cleaning, immediately I go to the balcony, and then only I enter my house. And I think the basic needs of the family and self has been emphasized to the maximal extent. Everything we do in the day-to-day lives tend to be a halo around the actual need of life. And I think I have been understanding this all through, and that has been by grace of my life. But this pandemic, this crisis has made everyone feel that the base of life is the basic amenities and needs, and rest all is a secondary need, and we can do away without that. So I think that is one learning which everyone is talking about, and it is something which gives you a little more motivation that future can be a little more easier to convince life. So current day kids are much smarter than us, what we used to be. Our parents must have faced a lot of more as compared to what we are facing. So luckily when I reach home, the things which I told you that I follow before entering home, and if I tend not to do that, he immediately stops me saying, you can't touch me right now, you can't kiss me right now, you have to go and clean and then come back. And literally he's doing that. So that is something which the surrounding and the sort of awareness which has come across has created, and even the kids during the online classes has been when I told about that. Rather, I will just like to add, my kid's schoolmate was the first person to get positive in Delhi NCR. The news which came long back on first week, mid of March. That kid was the first. Our society was the first society which got locked down because of first case in the society, and that way the awareness automatically has increased. And my eldest kid has something called show and tell. So my son has done a session on coronavirus. We taught him to tell about that. So he understands the coronavirus, he understands the things to be done, and that has been a very helpful scenario because of that. I am literally little less available for my family because of my work style, which has been like this. So I do try to do justice to them, but I have not given them vacation for, I think I haven't given them. So we had planned one, but again because of this, so my family desperately needs a vacation which they are asking for, but I don't know when we will get that because of the current scenario.